So, I have stated several times, I am not one who say that there are no possibilities for religion. The position of the so-called atheists, those people who say that God doesn't exist, as is traditionally understood, and that the scientific method is the only way forward, and we need to think logically and so on. Well, I sympathize with these people, but at the same time, I think they are rather trivial. I mean, of course, I am a scientist, and I got my PhD from the physics department, and I understand what they are talking about, and but the enigma of time, for example, the fact that time passes from the past to the present to the future, and the fact that we are here with consciousness, and well, it's debatable whether we have free will or not, and the fact that the universe exists at all, and physics has painted a really wonderful picture of how the universe started and evolved. All these things are really, really, you know, poses for thought, and I do not think that just saying that science is wonderful and science has made discoveries uh, about the universe that we live in is actually kind of a anticlimax. I mean, it's not really something that is totally exciting, and it's something obvious. And so you know time passes and we live and die and we have consciousness, and compared to these set of enigma, I mean, what science has uncovered so far um, is just a tiny bit of the whole picture. And this year the Nobel Prize for Physics was given to people who made astonishing discoveries about the non-locality of quantum mechanics concerning Bell's inequality and so on. Um, um, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But I do feel that we do not really understand quantum mechanics and the deep fabric of reality uh, related to it. So I don't think we are at a stage where we can say that we have understood basically everything about the universe, or indeed that we are going to understand everything that is to be understood in the universe. So, in that sense, there's a huge hole in uh, model of the universe as we know it, and I suspect that although the traditional concept of God has no place in our intellectual map, at this moment, I do feel that there are still wonderful enigma, and we don't know yet, and there might be some surprises. Although I am saying that, these surprises might not be provided by traditional religion, at least as we know it, and today. So my position is quite subtly different from those people like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens and Ricky Gervais and so on. I mean, I of course, yeah, and Stephen Fry, with all due respect. I do think that I have a such difference between my views and the views of expressed by these wonderful people. Uh, but at the same time, so I am open for possibilities of religion, and I am open for newly developed concepts of God or deity, or you know something that is responsible, not responsible, something that correlates with the wonders that we have here. But at the same time, I do feel that religion as we know it today, if it doesn't, you know, have a nagomi harmony with the contemporary world, can sometimes be really, really toxic and with a thing everywhere. I'm not, going to name any specific religion or organization or so on, but we do think that there's this, you know, clash with our universal values of human rights and individual freedom, and equality, when religion comes to play a significant role beyond what is acceptable in a secular society. So I really need to nuance my position carefully. I think I am open for the possibilities of religion, but at the same time, I think any thinking of religious values should be within the secular society. I mean, within what we understand to be the secular mannerisms, if you like, of humans at this moment. I mean, we need to be kind to people. We need to be, open to differences, open to diversities, and open to all the wonderful spectrum of human mind and existence. And if we can keep that openness to diversity, then it'll be great to think about religion, think about God, and so on. But if that would lead to the closing of diversity, menacing of human individuality, and diminishing of equality, I think that would not be so great. I mean, we need to keep this secular universal value asset intact if and when we think about religion or God and deity, because we are free to do that, because this world, this universe is astonishing enough for us to do that. But at the same time, we need to keep our secular values. And I think that's the most wonderful nagomi that we can have today, the most wonderful balance that we can achieve today. So that is my thought this morning.